Man, I'm not gonna lie, I took a couple weeks off, but we are back in the garage doing some work and not really missing a whole lot of racing. It doesn't seem like with, see if you can see this, weather like this out there, that is pretty ugly, lots of rain and whatnot coming about. So we're going to work on the car some. The past couple of weeks that I haven't done any videos, I have drastically cleaned the garage, and man, I'm here to tell you, it was a mess. It was bad. The head gasket car, as you can see, is not here, and Bob is back on the operating table, which is good. Head gasket car turns out to be head gasket and probably needs a short block car, you know, broke pistons and all that stuff. Covered in one of the last videos, but let's talk about Bob. So the engine is still in the shop, machine shop jail, if you will. Initially it was supposed to take a couple of weeks. Looks like it's going to take closer to 5 weeks, maybe 6. I don't know, I'm just kind of guessing. It's really not that much out of the ordinary because all the machine shops around here at this point are just jam-packed and way behind schedule. So back to Bob. This is what we are working with, and I'm going to turn the camera around and show you the stock sheet metal right here along the strut tower and the cowl and all that stuff. Now, I've already done the driver's side, so let's go over there and get a look at that. This is what it's going to get at least trimmed to temporarily. Now, there's going to be a hole right in here that connects to the bar for the roll cage, and the strut tower bar is going to go along here. May have a double bend in it where it catches the back of the strut tower, comes down and connects right here. There's going to be a tube right here that the motor plate sits on, and that is going to happen on both sides, obviously. So, well, there's no better time than the present to get started on the passenger side. Not much to see there other than some cutoff wheel action and mass destruction. So I guess we can do that. Man, I forgot to tell you guys. So I'm a little bit excited about the fact that we're going to have a climate controlled garage yet again. So the air conditioner is partially installed. Somebody ordered the wrong lines to connect the inside unit to the outside unit. I don't know who that would be, but anyways, check this out. It is mounted up here, and then if we go over here, we poured a custom concrete pad and it is starting to rain. Let's get out of the rain. So that is going to be really cool, no pun intended, and all that neat stuff. So anyways, back to the strut tower. All right, so a couple hours of cutting and grinding and everything is ready for the strut tower bars, I guess you would call it. So check this out. This is actually gonna turn out pretty good. So all this jazz through here is cut out. The holes are cut, and inside that hole you can see the main bar for the cage right there. So I think I explained it earlier. It's going to come down through here. It's going to follow this bend right here, down the back of the strut tower, down to here where the motor plate is going to connect there. So, hey, my dogs are going crazy in there again. So it should add some pretty good rigidity to the front of Bob, and hopefully actually take some weight out of it too. Got some other goodies that came in. Check this out. Let's see. Got the Fiberglass Dash now to replace the stock dash. Working with that stock dash is kind of a pain, especially with the Holly dash in there now mounted behind it. You got to take the dash apart in 2 pieces to get it out of the car, and it rattles a lot and all that stuff. So the Fiberglass Dash really isn't even that much lighter than the gutted stock dash, but it will be a lot easier to work on. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. And let's see, what are we gonna do next? Okay, did some skipping around here and got a little bit of stuff done. Check this out. Got the first 2 bars added. that stick out where the frame rail used to be. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, money shot. Ooh, check that out. Okay. So for the strut tower bars, well, let me show you something real quick. I don't know if you can see this in the video or not. I'm going to push down on this bar right here just to show you how flimsy these things are. I don't know if you can see that in the video or not, but that thing moves. It moves a lot. It moves pretty easily, actually. Now, of course, I've cut some of the, relative structure out of it, so it's going to be flimsy, but that's all just sheet metal stuff, and it really doesn't do a whole lot, for the integrity of the front of the car. So back to what I started to say is I went to Chris's place, and we bent up some pieces of scrap tubing to kind of test fit the strut tower bars and see if we can get the bends the way we want them to kind of flow with the lines and things. But check this out. So this bar is going to be the bar that goes from there to there. This guy is going to be the bar that goes from here down to there. And we bent that second piece with a couple of different bending dies that have a different radius to them. So, well, just to see which one fits better. So I'm going to cut those up, see how they fit, and hopefully make the permanent ones here pretty soon. All right, we got some of that stuff test fitted. Oh, turn that AC off, probably kind of loud. So we got the tube for the strut tower brace test fitted, and it's ready to go. So we have loaded up the example, and we're gonna head over to Chris's place and get this tube bent. Actually get both sides bent, I hope. Maybe even get them in the car in this video. We'll see. Anyways, time to head to Chris's place. All right, we are finally at Chris's house, bending up some tubing and whatnot. I'll show you here in a minute whose car is in the background. This one you're probably a little bit familiar with, but we got the first bends done. Whoa, come back here. First bend's done right there on the ground. All right, so Chris is doing some work on Boosted's car. There it is, check it out. So that thing made some pretty serious power on the dyno the other day. I'm sure you guys probably saw his video of that floating around. Can't really say what it did. Not for me to disclose. Who's that? What's up, boy? Anyways, back to the problem at hand. We're bending the strut tower tubes for Bob, and get that knocked out pretty quick and maybe get started putting them back in. That is a rocker or something inside that belt cover. No, buddy. What if it's hidden? What if it's hidden? Could be hidden. Hey! Anyways. 54 to 64, yep. Okay, so we went to Chris's house, got the tubes bent up, and he was working on Boosted's car. And Boosted later showed up and was kind enough to let me do a little filming of his car. Not much. There wasn't a whole lot to see or do there that particular day. The engine was making some noise. Just to give that those couple of clips a little context. If you go back and listen to the second clip, you can kind of hear the noise. And we had the valve covers off of it, and kind of checking it out, trying to see if we could figure out what it was. No real explanation yet. Hopefully it's nothing major. Rest assured he will get it fixed soon, and yeah, he'll be out hurting some feelings again. That car is probably has more miles than your daily driver on it. He runs that car, and he runs it a lot, and he runs it often, and he is not afraid to race anybody, on the street, small tire wise. It's just, I mean, the thing's going to be fast. It made big power on the dyno. Anyways, that's a good place to call it quits for this video. I'm not going to put the bars in this video because that's going to be a little time consuming, and the video will undoubtedly go to the 17-hour mark. So having said that, that will be the end of the video. We'll see you guys in the next one, hopefully with a little news, having the bars installed and Bob well on his way to be ready for the engine. Outside of that, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Have a good one.